Oh, hey, didn't see you there. My name's Mitchell Bowman. Today, me and my partner Daniel Derby will be discussing cloud computing, including a brief history, how it is used, and the future trends of the industry. Let's go. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why should I be interested in cloud computing? You should be interested because you utilize the cloud without even knowing it every day. Almost every system around you, from watching Netflix to checking your emails, video calling a loved one, or even listening to music on your phone, you're accessing the cloud. Cloud computing can now be seamlessly integrated into almost any system or software type, with providing the user with a streamlined experience without the need for large application downloads. But what is the cloud? When I'm talking about the cloud, I'm not referring to those white things in the sky. I'm instead talking about a network of data centers formed across the entire world to bring you services such as media streaming, online file storage, and the ability to access computing power not locally available. The process of accessing these things through the power of the internet is called cloud computing. The term cloud computing can be dated as far back as 1996, with an early pitch of the software as a service model to tech company Compaq. Compaq, however, did not capitalize on this opportunity, and it would be about a decade until cloud computing was heard of again, when in 2006, large tech companies such as Google and Amazon started offering their own consumer-based cloud services. While they may have been using cloud services internally for a few years at this point, it was the first time a consumer-oriented cloud service had been offered, mainly offering online file storage with additional space and other services provided at a premium to the user. After seeing the success of these services, as well as having the additional benefit of combating the wave of software piracy that run rampant on the tech industry from the late 1990s to the early 2000s, this software as a service or infrastructure as a service model had begun to gain more popularity with large tech companies, offering a subscription monthly rather than the one-time full purchase that had previously been the norm. This has led us to where we are today.
Hello, I'm Daniel Derby, and as my co-host Mitchell Barrowman has previously stated, you will likely be accessing and using the cloud on a day-to-day basis without even knowing it. When you access the cloud, you are utilizing the internet to access a file stored in a physical database. For example, when selecting your favorite show on Netflix or listening to an album on Spotify, that is you interacting and accessing a file stored by Netflix in one of their data centers, which is being streamed to your device through the utilization of the cloud. This is one of the primary uses of the cloud, which is known as a public cloud, made for consumption by the public and generally offers services such as file storage or media streaming. The second primary utilization of the cloud is referred to as a private cloud. The private cloud is a cloud service exclusively used internally by a single business. Most private clouds are physically located within the business, giving the business a faster and more secure cloud server to be utilized among employees. However, some third-party businesses offer a private cloud computing, which can be more affordable for many smaller companies to use. The commercial side of cloud computing is heavily trending towards media consumption. Due to the rise of social media, the narrative of everyday people making a living from their social media helped skyrocket the use of their platforms to the giants we know them as today. There are a number of companies focused around giving the general public a platform to stream and upload content on this site. For example, companies such as YouTube, Netflix, and Twitch popping up and becoming huge off the back of their media streaming platforms. YouTube has stated that approximately 300 hours of videos are uploaded to the site every minute, with 5 billion videos watched every day. Not only would a site with traffic of this magnitude require an inconceivable amount of computing power and storage space, it would be virtually impossible to achieve without the use of cloud computing, connecting many data centers together to create a fast, seamless user experience.
The use of cloud computing internally by organizations is expected to grow up to 17% in the next 3 years, with 90% of organizations now utilizing the technology. A far more interesting development in the consumer side has happened, however, with entire systems able to be seamlessly streamed to mobile devices and smart TVs. This could change the entire way we go about buying expensive electronics such as personal computers and gaming consoles going into the future. With this development, there may no longer even be the need to own the physical hardware capable of running these computer power heavy programs such as the newest video games or photo and video editing software. This technology is now being pursued by large tech companies such as Google, Microsoft and Sony, and will likely follow the same subscription-based model we've seen in cloud computing in the last few years. This will forego the need to fork out a large sum of money on the devices capable of running these programs in the future and offer a more affordable version of these services for the consumers.
With the need for more space and off-site secure backups of users and in-house data growing every day, it is safe to assume to say that cloud computing techniques and services will not be going away anytime soon. Cloud computing has grown to be a multi-billion-dollar consumer industry, with projections by financial experts that it will reach $1 trillion by the end of the decade, as well as standard practice for large businesses to house and share their data securely among employees. Cloud computing has changed the way we share and store data, and with developments in the field appearing that it will shape the way we buy and use electronics in the future, it is a near certainty that it will become one of the, if not largest, sections of the information technology industry. In conclusion, cloud computing has a short history, but is set to have a long, successful future, and I, however, am excited to see where it goes.